goddamn rude ass plane. Anyway. Are you going in a circle? What are you doing? Jesus Christ. What's up, guys? Hello! I am back at it again for the 3rd year in a row. We are sitting outside in the middle of nature, freezing cold, and I'm taking a huge risk here, but I'm trusting God, which is probably what I should have been doing in 2017. So my 2017 has been very emotionally stressed for me, and it's been because I allowed it to be emotionally stressed. And what I'm meaning by that is that a lot of times I got full red flag signs that something wasn't gonna go right, or you know, people aren't right, or whatever the case may be. I got buku red flags and signs, but I wanted to go by my plan and my actions instead of just trusting whatever God had in store for me. I had a lot of people that I've basically been around this year that I assumed were my friends. No, I take that back. They were friends. They're friends, but I still did what I was doing last year and kind of putting them in this halo of a bubble. Cause see, I was doing that. I was kind of popping that bubble for a lot of other people in my life and seeing them for who they were. But there were some really close people in my life that I just refused to pop that bubble, and I refused to do it. But God did it for me with a big long ass needle, so that I can know exactly who they are. Not necessarily to cut them off in my life, because I have a very bad habit of cutting people off, but just for me to see who they are and for me to realize that this is who they are. You either take it or leave it, basically. So that was kind of hard for me because, like I said, I really have a bad habit of putting people on a pedestal, and they don't need to be up there. They need to be down here with me. So I don't know. I just really put a lot of stress on myself because I was trying to follow my plan. Like, for anybody that has been in a situation or just in life where you're like, okay, I want to do better, I want to move, I want to, like, you know, get in my craft or whatever the case may be. You really long to do better, and you have this plan. Like, I'm the queen of plans, y'all. I can give you binders on binders of me trying to plan out. Since I graduated college in 2015, me going to California. I've tried twice that I've tried. I had this huge goal set for myself that was really unrealistic, but I had this huge money goal set. I was looking at things that, you know, looking at apartments, studio apartments, and like that. Like, I had it all planned out, right? And every time I tried, y'all, it just never worked. Something went wrong, or whatever the case may be. Now, the second time that I tried to move to California, it was almost like a blessing in disguise, because if y'all don't know, a lot of y'all probably don't know, but I tried to pledge in college every year I was there. So that was at least 4 to 5 times I tried to pledge, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason. It just never happened. So I kind of gave up on it a little bit, and then this year, the second time I tried to move to California, I was able to cross. Thank God I was able to cross. So it took a good chunk of my moving money, but my mom had to bring it up to me and was like, you can't be mad because this is something that you've been wanting forever. And I just, like I said, I was so stuck on my plan. My plan was, I'm going to, because, you know, my original plan was, oh, I'm gonna pledge, I'm in college, I'm gonna be able to step and do all that good shit, you know, and it didn't happen for me then. So it happened for me 2 years after I graduated college. So I say all that to say that I am the queen of planning, and if you are a planner yourself, we have to realize that sometimes we can plan all of this shit, we can plan it, have a step-by-step, like A, B, C, D plan, and shit still doesn't fucking work out, and we think it's the end of the fucking world because the plan didn't work out, which is not. It's just God rearranging your plan. It's good that you have an idea and a vision. God wants you to have that, you know, ideal and vision of what you want to do in life, but don't get so stuck on the plan. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned this year, is to not get stuck on the plan, because it's not my plan. It's not. You know what I mean? Like, I can do a whole bunch of, like I said, planning and everything else, but it's just honestly not my plan. So if stuff goes wrong, I normally feel devastated and all that good stuff like that, and don't want to like do anything else ever again. But I feel like that's the reason why I've had a lot of issues, because I have this plan. I have a plan when it comes to my future. I have a plan when it comes to my music career. I have a plan when it comes to my YouTube. I have a plan when it comes to my friends and who I socialize with. And when that plan doesn't work out for me, I feel devastated and I don't want to do it. I want to give up, all that stuff like that. But it's so funny that I'm finally just starting to realize this now. Don't get so caught up on the plan. I guess like that's what I want to tell my future self. Don't get caught up in the plan, because that can really mess you up. It could devastate you. It could kind of get you off track of what you're supposed to be doing. Have a plan, but be willing to be flexible in your plan. Like, I've realized this growing up, that I have a really big dream. Like, I want to become a famous singer and a songwriter and audio engineer and producer and actor and entrepreneur. I want to do all of that. And I can't pray that big prayer and not think that God is going to change some things to make my story different. Because, you know, everyone's story is different. I've had to learn to trust my path, because everyone's path is different. Like, whatever you want to do in life, you have to trust your path. You cannot set your goals and your sights and your standards based off of what somebody else did. Because anybody that knows me knows I love Beyonce. Beyonce's, you know, path started when she was really young. She was like not even a teen. She was barely a teenager when she started to do her path, which for a long time I thought that was what I was supposed to do. Like, I begged my mom that I wanted to go do all these talent shows and all these different things, and that just wasn't my path. And I've really had to get that through my head, that I need to trust my own path. And I might not be 25 or 30 by the time I get famous. Who knows? Like, I don't know. But at this point, moving forward into 2018, I'm not going to get so caught up on the plan, because it's not my plan. I have the idea, I have the vision, but it's not my plan. Y'all, I wish I would have known this years, maybe like a few years back, because I just feel, I mean, honestly, I feel like I wasted a lot of time planning out things and getting devastated and heartbroken and crying and, you know, losing friends and all that shit for like no reason. I should have just had a plan, but trust my process. Like, have a plan, but don't get so caught up on the plan. Still live your life. I spent 2 years so much planning on me moving to California that I didn't get the chance to live life. Like, I didn't get a chance to go out, I didn't get to travel or anything like that. So I made it up in my mind that 2018, I'm going to be a 20-year-old. Like, I'm gonna be 25 next year. I'm gonna be like, this is the year of my golden birthday. I'm super excited. I'm gonna be 25 on the 25th. It's a once in a lifetime thing for me. I've been planning this out for years. So I am going to have fun next year. Like, I'm gonna live my life and still try to live my life, make my money, and still do my music and everything else, because I'm determined that music is gonna be it for me. Like, I don't have a backup plan, y'all. Like, this is it for me. Like, music is gonna be what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna make that happen. So finding a balance, I think that's another thing that I've realized that I haven't been doing great, is finding a balance between trying to work and basically trying to work and still do what you like to do, and, you know, not losing your mind. Because I was so busy working, and I'm actually surprised. I go back and look at my YouTube videos that I've put out, y'all. I'm actually shocked that I've been able to put out what I did, because a lot of those times I didn't have a job, I didn't have any money, I was, you know, in between. I think I've counted up, y'all, how many jobs I've had since I graduated school in 2015. It's 10. No, I lied, 11 now. 11 fucking jobs, y'all, I have been through. And I'm fucking tired of bouncing around, tired of people being like, oh, you the one with a million jobs, oh, you're at this job now, I didn't know you got it. You know, I'm so sick of people just kind of judging me for my process and things like that. So I'm just gonna keep quiet, you know, do what I gotta do, stay on my grind, you know. And for anybody else who is dreaming these huge dreams of whatever you want to do in life, and you're planning it out, you're thinking it's not going like you think it's supposed to go, or that you want it to go, and you're kind of losing hope and you're getting frustrated and all that shit, don't lose hope. Just don't get so focused on the details, because you don't know the details. You know the bigger picture, but you don't know the details. You don't know where God or whatever your belief is, where like what they have planned for you and how you're gonna get there. Like they've given you the vision of this is what you're gonna do in your life, and not many people are blessed to know this is what I want to do with my life. So if you are one of those people, be grateful that you even know, because a lot of people are still in their 40s and 50s and 60s who don't know what the hell they want to do with their life. So you're blessed to know that you know what you're gonna do. However, you're also so blessed as a visionary that you think you know how you're gonna get to that point, and you don't. So don't get so caught up on the details, dude. Like just have your goal in mind, continue to work toward that goal, but just let life and let God or whatever, like I said, take you through your process, because a lot of us don't know how big we're gonna be once God takes us to that level, and He can either throw us in there, we don't know what the hell we're doing, just flapping around like some bird, or He can prepare us so that way when we do get to that place, we're not just like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like He cares enough about us, y'all, for Him to actually take the time and be like, I'm gonna put you through these series of tests and trials, and you're gonna cry, and you're gonna be upset, and you're gonna be hurt, and you're gonna be like, what the hell, I want out of this, but don't give up. You cannot give up. There's a bigger picture in mind, there's a bigger goal in mind. You have to stay motivated. Like do whatever you got to do to keep yourself motivated. Like me personally, if I need to cry, damn it, I'm gonna fucking cry. Like I'm gonna have a day that I'm gonna cry it out, you know, get it all out, and the next day I'm back at it again. I'm like, okay, whatever I was trying to do didn't work out. What's the next plan? Like I'm not gonna sit there and wallow in my, because that's just feelings, bro. Like I'm a Cancer, so I am the biggest person for feelings. I understand that shit gets complicated, but you cannot allow yourself as a human being to get so caught up in your feelings that you miss the bigger picture. Like you cannot allow yourself to do that. So whatever you gotta do, if you gotta cry and you gotta go work out, if you gotta go draw something, you gotta talk it out with somebody, write a song, do whatever you need to do in that moment that you're frustrated. But the next day, get the fuck up and try it again. Don't sit there and just be like, oh, I don't wanna do this anymore, it's so hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It is, but if you have a big ass dream, yes, that shit is going to be hard to get there, but you just gotta go through it. It's called going through it, bro. Like it's not as big as you're making it out to be. And I'm more talking to myself here, but for anybody else out there that's having the same issue, you know, it's for everybody. That's all I gotta say. My goal, like I said, in 2018 is to find a balance between my work and my craft life. I want to be able to put out more good content for YouTube. I just looked at it today. I got 2K subscribers. I'm super excited. It's a baby milestone for me. Thank you for everyone who's watching. Make sure you guys continue to watch and share, like, and subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I have some more videos coming up for you guys. Y'all already know how we do. If y'all have any products or you have any ideas that you would like for me to do in 2018, don't hesitate to put them down below in the comments. I check these comments all the time, you guys. If anybody that has been on this channel for a while, I tend to respond back pretty quickly because I get it on my phone. So don't hesitate. Leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all thinking, how y'all feeling. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Oh shit.